So for this video, I'm going to walk you through a few things to take care of with your class blog before adding students as a student blog. So I'm now on my actual real class blog. I called it Day by Day in 2C, and I'm on the dashboard, which is on the top left-hand side. If you're here, it'll also give you the option of going to whatever sites you have and to the dashboard. When I log on, it takes me directly to here. So first thing I want to draw your attention to, I know there's a lot of information on the side here. Eventually, you'll learn what all of it does, but there's a few things that you need to know right off the bat. First thing is you'll see that there is here posts and here pages. So just for those that don't know, the difference between posts and pages isn't a lot. Pages, though, are static, which means information that you want to remain the same all the time. Things like your About Me page, contact page, you might have about your class. So that's what pages are. They stay the same all the time. You can access them from a menu. Once they're done, you can change them, but they're pretty much the same. Posts, though, are constantly changing. Every time you put a new post, it goes to the top and everything gets bumped down. You can have a setting that says how many posts will stay on at a time and the rest get archived, and so on. So pages you're kind of going to start by creating now. Probably once you have them, they'll kind of stay the same, and posts are what you're going to be changing on a regular basis. So to start, I want to show you how to make pages. So if you click on pages, when you start, all you will have on here is your main home, which is one of them, and what they call sample page. Now the first thing I did, you'll see that I have more on here, but the first thing I did is changed sample page to my About 2C page. So to do that, it was really quite simple. You won't see the rest of these on here when you start. So you would click on here, go to edit, and once you are on there, you can change it to say whatever you want it to say. So when I first started, this part would say sample page. Obviously, I changed it to About 2C. There would be some writing in here. To be honest, I can't remember what it was. And you can change it to whatever. So I just gave a little bit of information about myself, about the grade, a little bit of information about the class, the school if you like, and so on. Again, this can be as much or as little as you want. I added a picture, which I can show you how to do. Actually, I can show you how to do that right now if I take this one off. So wherever you want the picture to go, you would click on Add Media when you're in a page. This will take you to a different place. Now, to begin with, none of this would be here, but all you have to do is upload those files, and you can select files, which will take you into your main computer, and then you can get your pictures or wherever you've saved the things you want to include. With mine, once you've uploaded, they'll be in your media library, so I can just click on that and insert it into the page. Now for here, I kind of wanted it to be a bit smaller, and I wanted my writing to be beside it. So let's kind of change the rest of my stuff, but I'm going to make this a bit smaller so it aligns up. And whatever you've done on here, once you're finished, you have two choices. You can preview the changes to go see what they look like. So I'll show you that, which opens a new tab at the top, and it'll show you what the page would look like on your actual blog. Yeah, there we go. And there it is. Now, again, this is just a sample, so you can just X out of that one and you're back to your regular editing. Now, to actually make that change permanent, I need to click Update right here. So I update that, and then that's it. You have a new page. Now I have added more pages than just the About Me page. So my computer is kind of slow today. So if I go to all pages, I have also added blogging guidelines. So just kind of information about blogging, how I want students to only use their first names, not put identifying information, you know, be polite, edit your work, that type of thing. I have included how to comment. Now this is mostly for parents and families. I will walk the kids through this as well, but this is mostly for how to parent. So for example, just to maintain some anonymity, I want parents to refer to themselves as like Cassandra's mom or Mark's dad, etc. So I have that information in here just to give parents a little guideline, because this very well could be new to some of them as well. The one thing I do want to show you though is my Contact Us page, or Contact Me, or just Contact, whatever you want to call it. This one takes a little bit more work if you want it to look like what I've done. So let me show you what I have, because it is nice. So what I did here is basically I include, you know, added a new page. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Add a new page. Contact Us. I typed this, so you can contact me in a number of ways. I put a link to the school website where they can access staff directory, school phone numbers, etc., instead of posting that directly on my blog. Number two, they could leave a comment on a blog post, which again, they can learn how to do in the how to comment section. Or they can use the comment form below. Now here, it doesn't look like a comment form. This is some aspect of code, but I'm going to show you what it will look like when you're on your actual blog. It's a contact form like this. The nice thing about this is parents can send it to you. They don't have to know your email address. If they know it, fine, but they can use this. It's right on there and it's super easy. Also gives the opportunity for people who maybe don't necessarily know, you know, people can contact me without it going directly through the blog as a comment. Just a few different options. Now the way to do that is a little bit different than the other pages. First things first is you would need to go into settings right here on the side, and you need to go to contact form. I think, oh, before that, sorry, I got ahead of myself. Before that, you need to actually go into plugins. So plugins first, just to have it be activated. You would go into forms and surveys, and then on this contact form, it would likely start out by saying being blue, and it'll give you the option to activate it. Like this. So when you would go onto forms and surveys, find contact form and click activate. That just means that you want that plugin to be active on your blog. There's so many plugins. You can activate the ones you want and don't want. I haven't even begun to get farther into that. Now, sorry, let's go back to what I was at before. Settings and contact form. Once you have activated this plugin, it will give you the option of what you want that form to say. So this is where you would put in the email address for your school, whatever you want this to say. This is the legend. You can leave it blank or you can fill it in. Whether or not you want them to leave a subject line, I said yes, because that kind of makes sense to me. This is the default challenge question. You can keep it the same or change it. Again, I didn't change any of this. This was all the default. The only part you need to pay attention to is down here. It gives you instructions, 2 steps. Create a new page called contact, which we already did, and then add this underneath at the bottom of your contact page on the visual editor. So all I simply did was I copied this, So I copy that information, and then on my pages, on my Contact Us page, after I typed the information I wanted to have on there, and then I just pasted it down here at the bottom. Now this is in the visual editor. There's also the text editor. Again, it's the exact same line of code, just the rest is a little bit trickier. So if you're staying with the visual editor, you just paste it in down there. Then, of course, hit update, and that form will be automatically added to that page. Okay, that's all I'm going to explain for this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the settings that might put your parents' minds at ease about privacy and so on. Again, Edublogs is fantastic for having a lot of control over the privacy settings and to moderate comments and so on. And in the next video, I will show you a little bit more how to do that. All right.